Welcome to another video. Today I got another inspiring topic which really helped me throughout this day and which has always helped me to center again. Has always helped me in difficult circumstances to cut out all the noise, to cut through the doubt and to really find a powerful anchor point. So I wish to share this with you today, and it's basically a very simple and scalable question. And the question is, what is true? And even just to take measure, you can ask yourself right now, how many thoughts that I had today are actually true, are actually in resonance with who I truly am at my core? I'll give you a second to just maybe come up with a number or with a percentage. How many thoughts today were actually truly authentic to you that hit the note, that hit your core, like, okay, yes, this is me, this is something that expresses my essence? Probably, at least if I look back at most of my previous days, recently not so much anymore, but that was a very low number. Even today when I woke up, I had the clear intention, okay, as soon as I wake up, I'm gonna ignore anything that is just not true. And then I notice myself going on a thought trail. I ask myself, is this true? No, it's not true. All right. Return to center. No need to indulge in it anymore. Because the more you are aware of that which is true for you, the better you will feel. You're just in harmony with your own spirit. You're not selling yourself short. You're in that sense not being disloyal to yourself. You're not being out of integrity, because the thoughts that you choose to think are in alignment with what is true for you, what is relevant for you now in your journey. And at the moment, also to give you a little bit of some information about me, I'm doing a philosophy course at a university, and we got to study for our next text. And this is called epistemology, which studies what is knowledge. What do we know? How can we define knowledge? Is there really such a thing as knowledge? And I would say that there is relative knowledge, not with a capital K, but knowledge, things that are true for you. These can also change over time, but these are the things that resonate with your journey, with your path. And how do you recognize them? They just resonate with you. They feel whole, they feel an integrity. When you hear it, it's just like, that's the truth. You just recognize it as a vibration, as a frequency. And the more you follow this frequency, the more you act on this resonance, the more you will see of it. So this is really why we want to make it a point. What is true in my life? Where am I bullshitting myself? And where am I actually aligned? Where am I actually staying true to myself? Why I'm here? The only reason why you're here, to have a joyful, epic life. Of course, yes, with challenges, but they are part of your truth, of your learning, of your game. And even beyond this sort of a relative knowledge, I do feel like you have knowledge with a capital K, true knowing. But this true knowing is a little bit more subtle, and it requires you to ask yourself, what do I know for sure? What can I prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that is the case? And I want you to ponder this a little bit for yourself. So also feel free to just pause the video and just make an honest effort. Like, what do I know for sure? And then when you maybe land on something, can you be like, is this for sure? Is this like true knowledge? Is this really true? not only for myself, but also for everyone else. Because then, in that sense, it is really true. It's not just true for one person, which we talked about previously, but it's true for everyone. So maybe you have paused the video, maybe you thought about it for a little while. I do advise you to give this a sincere effort because it can really show you that we do not know much. All of the knowledge that we have is in some way relative to something. And maybe if an alien from another dimension came here, even 1 plus 1 equals 2 wouldn't be knowledge. It would be different from them. So in this way we can question everything except, I would say, the knowing that you are. You cannot deny your own existence. And this existence is just not like a passive existence. This existence contains the whole. It contains everything. So if you truly know who you are, which is that you have access to the whole universe, to everything that is, to the I am, which we label. And the more clearer you recognize this, it's like a light bulb that every time you recognize it, it gets brighter, it gets brighter, it gets brighter, it gets brighter, until it permeates your whole dream and you're just aware and you can actually also shape your reality, how you wish to do it. But this requires the superpower of awareness. And besides that, it's always the case. You're stuck with it. You cannot escape from it. It's always here, staring you in the face. It's so obvious, it's so hidden in plain sight that we overlook it. It's so ordinary, so to say, but at the same time, it's the beautiful, endless, infinite mystery of existing. That is a fucking miracle. It truly is. And it contains everything you need, my friend. Truly, even your expression, all the relative truths, they are contained within this whole. So the clearer you can know that which is true, also on a relative level, but also on the more absolute level. Because it's true for everyone you will ever meet that they are. It's impossible to have anything outside of that. Can you sense the power of knowing of that which is? Even just to bring it back to the question I asked in the beginning, what is true? You could even just ask to even make it a little bit shorter, like what is? What can I know without a shadow of a doubt, not even having to use my mind for it? What can I just recognize right now that is? And it's okay if your mind comes up with different interpretations or try to put this awareness or this being into a box, but then just notice that and just recognize, hey, that awareness is still there. It's like the sky, it's still untouched. It doesn't matter what you project onto it. It's still free. It's still always true. And this is in a sense where quantum staying true comes in. By actually recognizing that you're always already true, you're always already yourself, you're always already whole, you're always already complete. There's nothing you have to do for that. It's just about letting go of the illusions of separation, that is not the case. And this is the practice of self-realization, just time and time again. What do I know? And the more that you do this, in the beginning you might have to inquire with your mind, oh yeah, what is true again? Who am I? And then going a little bit deeper, going a little bit subtler. But at a certain point, this knowing will take over, and a deeper stability will emerge in you. And this stability will not only benefit you, but also everyone else around you. Because from that awareness, there is only one. And you touch everything and everyone by just knowing the complete picture. Everything can just freely move. There's nothing in the way. Effortless intelligence then streams through you. All thanks to truth. All thanks to that which is. And then you can walk in conviction, just knowing that you are, and also realizing that whatever appears on the screen of consciousness, of awareness, cannot truly touch you. It's just like a movie or like a video game you're playing. You cannot really die. You can shed this skin, you can shed this vehicle. And God knows how many vehicles and shapes and sizes and different dimensions you have been in, different games, different movies you have played. Your awareness, your consciousness, free, untouched, unscathed, stainless. Wouldn't this be worthy to invest your attention more into? The I am principle within I am X. The X being the more relative truths that are relevant for you. Should I go left? Should I go right? Should I eat this? Should I go there? And these work together. They work in tandem. Because the X is the expression of the whole. Is you sharing your unique gift, your unique facet of the diamond of creation with the world. And then basically this is all that you need to navigate your reality. Just go back and forth in between that, in between realizing who you truly are, what is absolutely true, and then also sort of a little bit more relative in your daily experience. What is true? Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go up? Do I go down? Do I eat this? Do I not eat this? Do I go out? Do I stay in? All of these things that you can then recognize, okay, what feels really true? And this is really like helping you get a North Star to actually navigate your reality in a truthful way, especially in this world that is full of facades, distractions, illusions. The more that you can stay undistracted and know what is really true, the more stability, peace, access you have to whatever you need spontaneously in that moment. So this is part of my plea for all you have to do is just to stay true to who you really are. And this is again why I shared in the beginning that it is so scalable. You can start right now by asking what is true. And what is true might lead you to a certain sensation or a feeling or a knowing inside of you where you're like, ah, yes, I know this to be the case. That is a great start, and you're already vibrationally, you're staying true to the reality that you want to manifest. And the more that you deepen in this, the more that you anchor in this, the more that you relax in this, the more that you allow this to become you, the more that you download it and the more you become stable in it, and then you can go even subtler. But wait, is there still a deeper truth to this? Can I still embody this more? But wait, what is aware of this? Is there another layer deeper? And then you can go subtler and subtler and subtler. And you can actually enjoy this process. It's like the only practice you need is what I label the subtle art of staying true, where you just align in the moment. You shut everything out. You become aware just of what feels true to you. You start following that. You start breathing into that. And it becomes like a beacon. It becomes like a lighthouse. And then you go deeper and deeper, and then maybe a circumstance happens, you totally lost it again. But that doesn't matter, because what is really true is always true. Nothing real can be threatened. Herein lies your peace, that you know that you are, no matter what, and that this cannot be touched. Herein you can find a great peace. You can even transcend the greatest fear that plagues humanity, which is the fear of death. It's also, in a sense, the fear of surrendering, of giving up what we think we know. You'll be more brave, you'll be more courageous, even to the point where you'll be fearless, where even in the face of darkness, you do not flinch. It's just like really presently watching a horror movie, which you can see is just not real. It's happening, quote unquote, outside of you. It's not touching you. All right, that's it for today. I want to keep it still quite digestible, but I hope you got something from this video today. I just wish for you to be able to identify what is true for you uniquely on your journey be able to pick up on those cues, on those frequencies, be able to act on it. So you can feel more empowered, you can feel more aligned, you can feel more joyful and in resonance with the whole. And also again to remember the absolute truth. You are always beyond the shadow of a doubt. And herein lies great bliss, great joy, great expansion. Everything that you need is contained within I am, within the I that exists in all dimensions, in all ways. Take care, my friend. I'll see you in the next one.